guys, good morning. Today is my last day on my soft foods diet, so I thought I'd show you what I'm eating. I didn't do any big meal preps for this, but I will show you not just what I'm eating today, but a few other things that I've prepared throughout this week of soft foods. I've been on, a lot of it's been very similar to my puree diet, just with like vegetables added, so a lot of it will look familiar, so don't be surprised. But as always, I'm starting my day off with a protein shake. I didn't show you how I made this because if you've watched any of my previous What I Eat in a Days, you've seen me make it. I still have more of that powder I got from my surgeon left, so I'm still using that with the kefir and the Fairlife milk. So pretty basic, so I'll sip on that for probably at least an hour. I added a little extra liquid this morning, so it'll take me a while to work on it, and then I'll come back at you for lunch. Okay, see you a little bit. Hey guys, I forgot I also wanted to show you my vitamin routine now that I am on full vitamins. So I've got here my little vitamin packs. So this little pill holder I really like. It has one of these for each day of the week, and then it has a little holder that holds all of them. So I love this because I can organize all my pills for the week, but then I don't have to carry around like a big old pill container every day. This is super easy to just pop in my purse if I'm going out or whatever. So it's pretty great. I'll see if I can find the link on Amazon and include it below, but I've been a big fan. So I'll show you, and even though it only has 2 containers, they're plenty big for what I need. I just split up. I actually take these over about 4 times of the day, but I know which ones to take when. So just having the day and night works fine for me. So the first thing is I have this. This is Urosidol. This was given to me by my surgeon, or prescribed to me by my surgeon at my 2-week post-op, and it is to prevent gallstones. So I guess a lot of bariatric patients end up having issues with their gallbladder, which is related to the rapid weight loss. So she put me on that to prevent gallstones. The other thing is I have started taking a stool softener every day. Just I've mentioned before, things have been quite irregular since my pre-op diet. I'm hoping that between this and then some of the vegetables I'm able to work into my diet now, and I've also been cleared to start taking a fiber supplement, will really help get things regulated. But at least for now, I'm taking that just to kind of help with some of my digestive issues. And then last thing is my multivitamin. So I take 4 of these a day now. And these are the Bariatric Fusion Complete Multi Chewables. So I take 4 of these, and that gives me everything I need. I don't have to take any extra calcium or iron. They taste fine to me. They were quite expensive, but I ordered a big old 6-month supply of them from Bariatric Fusion directly and got a pretty big discount for doing that. So I don't know if I'll stick with the chewables forever, but they're good for now. I don't think I could take a big old 1 a day vitamin right now, just because I can't take a big gulp of water like that, even though I can take larger sips than I could at first. So I'm going to stick with these for now. They have everything I need, and then I'll reevaluate when I get close to the end of my current supply. All right, see you at lunch. All right, guys, it's lunchtime, so I'm going to show you what I'm eating. So as I mentioned earlier, a lot of what I'm eating these days is just kind of jazzed up versions of what I had on my puree diet. So that's what we're doing for lunch. This is one of my chicken bacon ranch dips that I meal prepped. So if you want the recipe for these, see how I made it, go watch my puree meal prep part 2 video. I made these. This is 1.5 ounces in here. I weighed these all out when I prepared it. And then I'm going to have with it some of these, some of this mushroom medley from Trader Joe's. So these are just mushrooms and that have been seasoned and cooked down a little bit. You could totally make this yourself, but these are really convenient for me because I can just heat them up. So you can see the stats here are pretty good. So the serving size is 75 grams, 50 calories, 1 net carb, 2 grams of protein. So pretty good. So I have 2 ounces of that here. I guess I don't actually know what that is in grams. We can find out. So 57. So we're having just a little bit less than a serving size of this. So I'm just going to microwave these, get them all nice and cooked. And then I'll add this and then stick it back in the microwave for like 10 seconds just so it can get kind of melty, and then mix it all up and I'll show you what it looks like. All right, guys, here's the finished product. It doesn't look like much, but it sure tastes good. Kind of tastes like a stuffed mushroom. So I'm going to eat this and then I'll check back with you. Just finished lunch, and I'm going to get started on my medications and vitamins for the afternoon. So first, I'll go for my multivitamin. I just usually pop that in during that period after I eat, but before I can drink. And I just kind of suck on it like it's a candy until it gets like really thinned down, and then I chew up the rest of it. And that usually takes about 10 minutes, 10-15 minutes maybe. And then the rest of what we have here, first I have my Protonics. So this is for acid reflux. And then this is a biotin chewable. And then this is a vitamin D. I probably don't need to be taking this at this point because I'm taking the multi, but I bought a bottle of these before surgery because my pre-op blood work showed I was a little bit low in vitamin D. And I don't think it's going to hurt me to take it. So I'll probably finish those off and then just stop taking them. Anyway, that's it. I'll come back at you guys probably at dinner. If I eat anything before then, I will show you. Hey guys, I'm just doing a quick update. Sorry if there's some background noise. My roommate's actually vacuuming. So for dinner tonight, I'm doing 2 of these turkey meatballs from Trader Joe's. 2 meatballs is actually the serving size, kind of surprisingly. And that's 100 calories, 3 net carbs, 12 grams of protein. So I'm going to heat these up, and then I'm going to put in a scoop of this ricotta bake that, again, I made, you can see me make these on part 2 of my pureed meal prep video. Anyway, I'm going to heat up these meatballs, kind of cut it up smaller, and then put in a little less than 2 ounces of the ricotta bake and mix it up. And that'll be dinner. So I'll come back at you a little bit later after my roommate's done cleaning. Probably about 7:30. I don't actually know what time it is. Alexa, what time is it?
The time is 8:22 p.m.
Okay, so it's later than I thought. It's almost 8:30, as you just heard. And I'm not really feeling that hungry, but maybe a little bit. I'd like something sweet. And I only have had about 45 grams of protein so far today. So I'm going to make a protein shake. So I have 4 ounces of almond milk here. And then I ordered this sampler pack from Bobar Nutrition of their proteins because I've seen so many people rave about their stuff that I wanted to give it a try. I already had half of this the other day. This is the birthday cake flavor. So I'm going to have the other half of it tonight. It tasted pretty good. It wasn't as amazing as some other folks have said. But so 1 serving of this is the whole packet, 130 calories, 5 carbs, 22 grams of protein. So we're having half of that. So it'll be about 65 calories, 2.5 carbs, and 11 grams of protein. But then what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a full scoop of Gene Pro, which will give me another 30 grams, and I'll shake this up and drink that. I'm not going to show you what it looks like because it looks just like a protein shake. And with that, I'm going to call it a night. All right, guys, so I wanted to show you a couple of other things I've been eating on soft foods, so that you're not just getting like one day. I've had a lot more variation in my diet on soft foods than I did on puree. So for example, these are salmon fillets that are already seasoned. I get these at Costco. They're really, really good. They come individually wrapped. So you can make, like in my case, I only feed myself. I don't have, like a husband or kids or anyone to feed. So I can heat up, throw just one of those in a pan, throw it in the toaster oven until it's cooked. And like, I can have that with some vegetables or cauliflower mash or something like that. So that's been really great. I also made these, and I know it's a little hard to tell with the packaging, but this is just a little enchilada casserole that I made. You can kind of see here, it has 3 layers. So what I did is basically, I used some
riced cauliflower and sweet potato on the bottom layer. I think next time I do just plain riced cauliflower, because that's lower carb, but I already had the cauliflower and sweet potato riced, like a frozen package of that in my freezer, so I wanted to use it up. I've been really trying to go through stuff in my freezer on this stage. Anyway, so I took that riced cauliflower and sweet potato and just threw it in a nonstick skillet to cook off the water. And then when that was done, I just mixed in a little bit of Greek yogurt and some everything but the elote seasoning from Trader Joe's, but I'm sure any like taco seasoning would be fine. So that's what you're seeing down here. Then the second layer is just some of those black beans that I made on my puree stage. If you look in my puree stage meal prep part 1, I show you how I made those. So this was one of the containers that I had just thrown in the freezer. So I defrosted it, and that's the middle layer. And then on top is basically just the filling of an enchilada. So the way I make my enchiladas, I like chicken, diced onion, cilantro, some, I feel like I put something else in there that I'm forgetting, but those are the main things. Oh, some cheese and enchilada sauce, and basically just like mixed all of that up with a little bit of taco seasoning, and then topped it off with more enchilada sauce and cheese. And I made, I think, 4 of these, and then I only baked one of them and I froze the rest because this is like 2 to 3 servings for me. I can't eat a whole one of these in one meal, and I didn't want to be eating enchilada casserole for days and days and days. So that's one thing I've been finding, it like I'm using my freezer a ton right now, because even when I cut a recipe in half, it's still way more than I can eat. So I've been making a very good use of my freezer, which brings us to the next thing. This is a soup I made. So even though I know it seems like, wait, you're on soft foods, don't you want to get away from soups? But on the earlier stages, you had to have blended soups. And so now it's really nice. I can have regular soups. It is fall right now. It's soup season. I love homemade soup. And this is a soup I just kind of made up based on ingredients that I had in my freezer. So it is a sausage, kale, and white bean soup. And it's super duper good. I had a pound of pork sausage, like the breakfast sausage kind. Italian sausage would have been better, but again, I was using what I had, so I just sauteed that up, and I added a bunch of like Italian seasoning, and I also have the Flavor Gods. I have a couple of their seasonings, but I used the everything seasoning, which has like onion powder and I don't even remember what else, but it has a lot of the same seasonings that you would put into an Italian sausage. So I mixed that in. I put some red pepper flakes in there, and it kind of gave it the vibes of Italian sausage. And then diced up an onion, cooked that in there, and then just added chicken stock, some milk, added in the beans and the excuse me, the beans. I didn't add the kale till closer to the end, and let that cook for a while. And then I wanted it to have a nice creamy flavor, but I didn't have any heavy cream, and I'm trying not to eat super fatty foods right now, and the sausage already has a decent amount of fat. So what I did is I actually just blended up some cottage cheese with some low-fat milk, or not even low-fat, with my Fairlife fat-free milk, and used my immersion blender until it was blended smooth, and put that in there, and it gave it like a nice thickness and creaminess like heavy cream did, but without all the fat, and with an extra dose of protein. So that was awesome. This soup was so good. I really enjoyed it. And I had a couple servings of it. I still have a little bit of it in my fridge that I'm eating off of, and then I froze. This is probably about half of it. So yeah, those are just a couple of other things I've been eating to give you an idea. And with that, I'm gonna say goodbye. That's it. And I'll do some more what I eat in a days. This is kind of the last restrictive phase on my diet progression. So I go to the regular diet now, which I don't have any food restrictions. I'm still gonna probably be eating a lot of soft foods for a while. But I'll do some what I eat in a days, probably I'll try to do like one every month so you get an idea of what I'm eating. All right, I'll see you guys later. Bye.